Perfect. So, one quick question to kickstart your motivation if you're finding it hard this morning. It's Monday, you're ready to rock, or are we? Not, maybe. So, if you're finding it hard, just consider this. Hard compared to what? Hard compared to what? Because we always, and even me as well, like we go through times where we just go, oh, it's difficult today, it's hard, it feels hard today, it feels harder today. And when you just ask the question, hey Joanne, if you just ask the question, hard compared to what? And actually, hey Cheryl, good morning. Just have some perception and almost grounding, if that's the right word. Hey Joe, hey Nikki, of where we are right now, and actually perspective of what is it actually truly hard? Because, and I had this chat with someone this morning because it was like, oh, it was hard getting here this morning, and I said, okay, if you didn't come today, how would you feel then if you didn't come? Good morning, Tracy. They were like, oh, I'd feel rubbish. I'd feel like I should have exercised, and I wouldn't have got that endorphin rush that I feel good. I feel so good now. Morning, Joss. How are we feeling after this morning? And you, Tracy, how are we feeling? I wouldn't have felt that endorphin rush that I feel now, that energy, that sense of achievement. So when you consider it, it's like, okay, as hard as it was to get there, hard compared to what? Staying in bed, which short term is obviously delightful, snoozing, but all those benefits you just missed out on by not doing that. Is that hard in itself? Is that hard not to then experience them? And it's just a reminder that every decision we make has costs and has benefits. So if we do nothing, we sometimes consider, oh, there's nothing to lose here. You know, at least I'm not doing anything, so I'm not losing anything. But actually, we lose time. We miss out on what we could have gained. Good morning, Sue. How are we doing? So, just a quick reminder today: if you're finding something hard, just consider hard compared to what. Because sometimes, and this is quite a random thought, but it always works for me. If I'm ever like tired or if I'm ever kind of really stressed about something, you just kind of consider. I know this sounds a bit really far, but imagine if you were literally had days to live now and you were actually stressing about the thing that's actually stressing you out or you're finding really hard. If you actually put it into perspective, you're like, it doesn't really matter, does it? And this is an unfortunate truth for me anyway, in my experience in my lifestyle. I've got better at doing this, but I remember like it almost takes like quite a serious event sometimes in our life to really give us some perspective. And I'd like to think as I've gone through perhaps more serious events, things happen, etc. in life, that you actually then kind of get better at having more perspective. But the unfortunate truth is that sometimes it takes that to experience it, to kind of go through it and actually have a bit more perspective. But it also relies on us to put our attention on it. And, although I've just said one quick question, I like to go off on tangents sometimes. And that's where having a bit of a emphasis on gratitude in the morning, like writing down 3 things you're grateful for, 1 thing you're grateful for. Just imagine the mood you would be in. Like, I know there's some evidence in people who wake up and just watch like 10 minutes of comedy in the morning, like how good they feel just for 10 minutes because they're laughing. And it's a bit like, I know a lot of people experience this, like if you mess around with the kids in the morning for 10 minutes, dancing around, playing around, you just feel so much better. And quite often we never do something we enjoy in the morning, or we never do something that's going to make us feel good in the morning. We often just get up at the latest possible time to do the thing that we probably don't want to do that day and wonder why we have no energy. We don't really feel like we're going to do it or not. Anyway, put a 1 in the comments if you get that, if you feel like that sometimes. So can you add something in today to your lifestyle that this morning that just gives you a bit of energy, that puts you in a better mood and puts you in a better space to, 1, get perspective on the stresses that maybe are stressing you out, but perhaps when you put them into perspective, shouldn't be really. And they're actually stopping you from doing the things that you should be doing or having the energy to do the things that you want to do. Spend it with the people you want to spend it with. So anyway, enough of my ramblings this morning. We're in on my talk Wednesday, 7:45. in the evening. I'm going to be talking about what to do when things stop working. what exactly happens when you're eating all the different foods, carbs, protein, fat, so you can get the knowledge to understand exactly how to make better decisions when you see these fad diets, etc. How to be critical of them so you know, okay, what's going to work for you, what's not going to work for you, what changes can you make. It's going to be quite in depth. I'm going to be giving not just kind of strategies, but the actual ins and outs of tactics of this as well. So if you're in on that, let me know. I'm going to put the link to the group you need to be in for that if you want to come in on that in the comments, okay? So hope that helps. Hey, Yvonne, Sue, I actually need my early walk. Sets me up for the day, yeah. It does. Like, there's a lot to be said for that. I know I don't always do something in the morning for me, but I know that if I do something in the morning for me, I have so much more energy and the day generally goes better. Rather than getting up at the latest possible time to get where I need to go or do. Then it's a bit rushed and you kind of got that stress for the day. And it's almost like the power hour. If I have an hour in the morning of work, be it doing like some creative work or a bit like what I'm doing now, or yeah, the difference in my energy is just huge. Going for a walk, walking the dog. Yeah. So that's all from me today. Make it a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.